Yo, what's up, guys? How are you doing today, man? Coming at y'all with my biggest winners and losers of the 2022 NBA trade deadline from last night. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my three biggest winners and my three biggest losers in a just star-studded, blockbuster-esque, amazing trade deadline. We saw Halliburton to the Pacers, Sabonis to the Kings, Ben Simmons to the Nets, Harden to the Sixers. We just saw some marquee guys go ahead and switch teams, and we have Porzingis to the Wizards, Dinwiddie and Bertans to the Mavericks. Like, so many guys just switching up teams. It's gonna be amazing to see these guys' debuts, and I'm all here for it. Okay, but then now let's get straight into the video. Okay, all right, so my first winner is none other than the Indiana Pacers, and we know why, because they went ahead and acquired their point guard of the future, Tyrese Halliburton, from Sacramento Kings, and traded off Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, and a 2023 second round pick for Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and also Tristan Thompson. Okay, the Pacers get their point guard of the future and potentially their franchise guy in Tyrese Halliburton, a 21-year-old, just absolute gem. Literally a 21-year-old gem. Okay, this is a guy that you can literally build your team around, and you got him for trading off Sabonis. So literally, Sabonis is very talented, but he is super inconsistent. Okay, at times it's actually tough watching Sabonis play basketball because the amount of missed layups that he just goes to on a game-by-game basis is just disgusting. But he is one of the league's best rebounders, very good passer, and he is Jokic-esque. Don't get me wrong, he is not near Jokic, he's not elite like Jokic, but he is Jokic-esque. Okay, decent mid-range shot, really good passing, elite rebounder. The thing Jokic has over him is a three-point shot, and obviously the consistency. The guy is averaging close to what, 30 points per game this season. Like, Jokic is him. Jokic and Embiid right now, and Giannis obviously are the top three guys right now for MVP. Then there's Sabonis, who's not even an all-star, and had a debut a couple days back with the Kings. Actually, was fun to watch him play against the T-Wolves. But like I said, Tyrese Halliburton definitely is the reason why I want to go ahead and label the Pacers as my first biggest winner of this video. Not that it was a bad trade for the Kings right now, but with the future wise, they'll definitely regret letting Tyrese Halliburton go instead of De'Aaron Fox. I mean, Fox is still good. Fox had a good game also with Sabonis. They looked well together. But obviously Tyrese Halliburton has the biggest potential in my opinion. So letting him go definitely was a loss for the Kings. But like I said, for now, Sabonis and Fox and everybody else down there in Sacramento looks decently well, looking for that playing spot. So I guess it isn't too bad. But like I said, Tyrese Halliburton is him, and they're going to regret trading him, which is why I have the Pacers as my first biggest winner of this video. All right, now my second biggest winner of this video is going to go to none other than the Washington Wizards. They came out of nowhere and acquired Kristaps Porzingis, aka the Unicorn, for a package centered around Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans, whose contract is literally god awful. Dinwiddie has been having a super bumpy year. He's been hot at times, and at other times he's literally just looked god awful. So why would you trade Porzingis? I know he misses time, I know he's injury prone, but you're trading for Davis Bertans, who literally his only job is to shoot, and he's an inconsistent shooter. And you're acquiring Dinwiddie when you already have Brunson, when you already have Luka. You now have 3 point guards on your team, and that just hurt in the cap space to go ahead and re-sign a guy like Jalen Brunson. Okay, did you go ahead and get Dinwiddie to end up replacing Brunson, or what is Dinwiddie's addition to the team? Is he gonna play shooting guard, or is he gonna be the 6th man for the team? And then Bertans, you have Maxi Kleber, who's literally, in my opinion, better than Bertans. You go ahead and get another Maxi Kleber 2.0. But this guy instead, Bertans, literally makes what? Like $16-17 million a year? Like, what is this trade for the Mavericks? But W trade for the Wizards. I mean, I don't know what they're really trying to do right now. Bill's out for the year. They traded away Montrezl Harrell. They traded away Dinwiddie. Like, they kept Avdia and Rui Hachimura. Like, I don't know what the Wizards are doing, but they definitely did go ahead and fleece the hell out of the Mavericks for Porzingis. So guess next year potentially we can see a duo of Porzingis and Bradley Beal. So hey, it's definitely gonna be weird seeing Porzingis in a Wizards jersey, literally being their best option now with Dinwiddie out, Beal out for a season. So it's gonna be Roy Hachimura, then you have Theo Porzingis, the rest of the crew for the Wizards. All right, now my third and final biggest winner of the video from the 2022 NBA trade deadline is none other than them boys down in Charlotte, the Charlotte Hornets, acquiring Montrezl Harrell for Vernon Carey Jr. and Ish Smith. They went ahead and got a center. We've said for years they should have got a center. They honestly should have got Miles Turner. That would have been so much better. But Montrezl Harrell, even though he is a shorter center, he plays big, he has the energy, really good rebounder, he does the little things. Yes, he's not a great shooter by any means, okay, but he is an upgrade definitely over the likes of Mason Plumlee, who right now I believe has the lowest free throw percentage in NBA history, right around like a 33 to 34% free throw percentage. That is literally worse than the Andre Jordan and Andre Drummond, two just abysmal free throw shooters. But yeah, now the Hornets have Montrezl Harrell, they also have PJ Washington, and they have Mason Plumlee. So is Plumlee gonna star? Is Trez gonna star? I mean, Trez really is a sixth man in my opinion, but he definitely starting to seem definitely would help LaMelo Ball having an actual athletic big that's not a stretch big like PJ, and just a rebounding center and an abysmal free throw shooter Mason Plumlee. So definitely an upgrade. Are they about to run Montrezl Harrell at the 4 over Jalen McDaniels' minutes? I'm not too sure at all, but definitely love them going ahead and adding Trez. That's reuniting the Louisville boys, Terry Rozier and Montrezl Harrell, and giving LaMelo Ball an actual lob threat. He actually has an athletic big to go ahead and catch lobs and rebound the basketball. So, a W trade in my opinion from the Charlotte Hornets. And I'm moving on to the biggest losers of the 2022 NBA trade deadline. You know, I had to start it off with the Los Angeles Lakers. I know the Lakers have little to no assets. Their biggest asset probably is THT and what, like a 2027 first round pick. Kendrick Nunn. Nobody wants DJ. Nobody wants Wayne Ellington. Probably nobody wants Kent Bazemore. Nobody really wants Russell Westbrook outside of the Rockets going ahead and offering a John Wall and a first round pick for Russell Westbrook, which the Lakers declined. Yeah, they literally went ahead yesterday and made 0 moves. Okay, the Lakers, as we know right now, they're literally one of the league's most mid teams, disappointing teams, and just tuning into at least pretty much every single Lakers game this season, I can tell you that the Lakers are actually just a really just odd bunch of people. Okay, it's really just LeBron putting this team on his back, and then you just see THT just breaking. You see AD out half the season. Russell Westbrook being bipolar, hitting the top of the backboard, going for his bank shot and just missing those. You got his constant turnovers that you just see about of nowhere have a 35-point game, almost at a game winner without LeBron and AD against the Hornets, and then you see him get benched. Then you see him not play against the Blazers. Then you see a Lakers loss. Like, he's just been having a really bipolar year. Like, he's either on or he's off. It's not like an in-between. He's either just fucking awful or he's just amazing. Okay, really, last night they went ahead and made 0 moves. Shockingly, they didn't even trade a first round pick. They didn't even go ahead and get a shooter, an upgrade like a Terrence Ross. They could have got a guy like Justin Holiday, but he ended up getting traded, and that's a bonus for Paris Halliburton trade with the Kings and the Pacers. So yeah, Lakers, man, I know y'all gonna be scoundering that buyout market, but you're telling me that you couldn't get a decent shooter to replace THT and a first? Come on now, you could have made at least 1 move, bro, but y'all made 0 moves. Like, I was really expecting a Lee GM 2.0. If you guys know, you know, we went ahead that 1 year and traded away basically half of the Cavs roster. Literally went ahead and traded away Dwayne Wade too as well. Remember that day I was literally in class. I was literally in English class, and I kept getting these Woj bombs. And I saw an article about Dwayne Wade getting traded back to the Heat for a 2nd round pick. And I literally, yelled out, man. Shout out my boy D Wade. Yeah, Lakers definitely a loss. Like I said, y'all gonna have to be just looking for that buyout market at this rate, man. All right, now on to the second biggest loser, in my opinion, of the 2022 NBA trade deadline, and that is none other than the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, you traded away one of your best players, Porzingis. Like I said, I know he's injury prone, but you could have gotten way more from me. You take on Davis Bertans' literally awful contract. Bertans literally gets close to no minutes at all, and you trade one of your best players outside of Luka, outside of Brunson. You trade away Porzingis, who's been having a good year when he's healthy. You trade him for Spencer Dinwiddie, whose contract is not looking good up to his play this season. You add another point guard to your team, and you take on, like I say, Bertans' just god awful deal. There's a reason why, even with the Wizards, he was getting little minutes. He was getting no play really on the Wizards with that contract. They paid him all that money, and they still didn't want to play him. And you acquire him, and you trade away one of your best players? That is such an L, in my opinion. That trade last night was god awful. All right, now on to the third and final biggest loser of the 2022 NBA trade deadline, and that is none other than the New York Knicks. Y'all had a chance last night to make a move, and y'all made a whopping move count of 0. You could have traded away Alec Burks. You could have traded away Kemba Walker. You could have freed up some minutes for the future in Cam Reddish. You did nothing. You did nothing at all. Y'all literally could have opened up at least a couple roster spots. Y'all could have traded, like I said, Alec Burks, some older guys to open up minutes for, like I said, Cam Reddish, Quentin Grimes, the rest of the young core for that team. Yeah, y'all made a move count of 0 last night. So y'all, as well as the Lakers, y'all gonna have to be scoundering the buyout market, because like I said, y'all teams right now are just super mediocre, and y'all have some diehard fans, and they deserve better. Okay, y'all teams right now are just super disappointing, and y'all need to just go ahead and make some moves, whether that's the buyout market, waiting to the offseason next season, or whatever, because y'all fans deserve better, because y'all play this year has just been downright just god awful, and it's just been so tough to watch. Literally just don't know how, like, both of these teams are just so bipolar. Okay, so last night the Knicks went ahead and surprisingly shocked the world and beat the Warriors by 1 point without making any trades, without RJ Barrett, their best player as of recent. Him or Randall's also been playing pretty good as recent. I'll definitely give him his credit on that. But yeah, without RJ Barrett, you beat the Warriors. Like, the Lakers, they've beaten just great teams that are just better than them. They've lost to the Blazers without Dame, without McCollum, who just got traded to the Pelicans. Y'all lost to that team, and then you'll beat one of the league's best teams. Like, so bipolar, like so bipolar. Okay, but yeah, man, that is, in my opinion, the 3 biggest losers and the biggest winners from the 2022 NBA trade deadline. Comment down below in your opinion, what are some other teams that you believe also were some of the biggest losers and the biggest winners of the trade deadline. If you want to see what y'all guys' thoughts on that is, definitely missed out a couple times. I didn't want to list obviously every team, but definitely didn't want to make this video that long. Okay, but let's give you a little insight of what I'm thinking of what the biggest losers, the biggest winners of the trade deadline were. They were only a day after the trade deadline, so there's not anything major that's going on. So in my opinion, the trades before they actually end up playing. So hey, they might end up playing, they might end up working for both sides, and there's the Lakers and the Knicks who made 0 moves. But hey, I said they'll be scoundering that buyout market. Okay, yeah, definitely a really good trade deadline. I did not expect Halliburton to get traded for Sabonis. I definitely saw Simmons getting traded for Ben Simmons in that package. Like I said, I did not expect the Wizards to trade Dinwiddie and Bertans only for Porzingis and a 2nd round pick. Like, come on now, bro. Mark Cuban, what are you doing, buddy? And then last night y'all gave Dorian Finney-Smith that bag. Shout out to Dorian Finney-Smith. I saw his quote about that he's gonna retire his bomb and stuff like that. Hey, secure that bag, yo, man. Secure that bag, okay? But other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below some other stuff about me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's your boy John. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.